Hi friends, today I'm going to be working on another card for Annalise Mixed Media Everything group. So today's card's going to be for May, and it's My Giant Dreams. It's collecting magazine cutouts and places, dreams, places you want to go. So you can print up internet pictures and that kind of thing. I don't have a printer. I do have a magazine, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to cut it up. I'll just show you my magazine here. So it's an old one, but there's so much to read in it still, and I was looking at pages, so I don't think I'm going to cut it up, and I can't find my maps. So, and you use an old map as a background, stamps from the stash, and in bullet style, list places you want to see or go to visit. So, well, I'm going to compromise with this. So I'm not putting an actual map because I don't have a proper map. I have a North American map with North and South America. Although it doesn't really matter because it's just going to be a background. But, and I'm thinking I'm not going to cut this beautiful magazine out yet. I know it's really old. Let's see, November 2012. Not even sure how I got it. Someone gave it to me for the kids. And I'm just not ready. I haven't read everything yet, so we'll just leave that maybe. But I do have some, I think there's so many places I want to see, it's just too numerous to suggest. So I basically want to travel everywhere, but not particularly. I had places I wanted to go more than others, but over time you kind of change. So I think I just want to travel everywhere. One of the places I'd love to go is Antarctica. But I don't know. I would like to be able to just have more of a able to just go around and till I can see the end of the ice kind of a thing. But they have guided, special guided things. You go there and you come back kind of thing. So I don't think I'd like that. So I'm not thinking I'm going to go there anytime soon. But, I mean, I'd love to travel everywhere. I'd love to go sailing, actually, like, you know, Nikki and Bob, and just visit everywhere, kind of all on the edges of the continents. But anyway, so I have these and really love, one of the places I always loved is Asian places, India, Japan, you know, China, a lot of different Asian places, little places. And even places like that we wouldn't be able to get to by the sea, like Tibet and all that. But I'd love to see those places. So I got this paper here from an Asian store. It's for burning and leaving offerings or whatever. But I did buy it, and some of you might recognize these in swaps. I've given them as beautiful paper. I use them for just layers and that kind of thing. I just love the texture, so I'm going to be gluing some of that on. I got lots of these, and I think you burn incense in them or something. I'm going to flip through. I've got some silver, so I think I'm just going to patch up some of these with it. And these are my leftovers, so I couldn't even throw that away. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so it's going to be a wild ride today because I'm not sure how I'm going to stick all this in a little piece of card. Now today would be the day that I need the big card. But this is all I have is this postcard size card. Everyone else, some people are working, I think almost everyone else is working on the big giant playing card. That's why it's the big giant life. But because I don't have one, I'm using the cards. I had little flip cards, but I misplaced them. The larger gaming cards for sight words. So this is actually a little bit bigger, so a little wider anyway. So I'm using that. You can use your journals and just have fun with it. Don't have to limit yourself to a card. If you have nothing else, use a journal page. Just use a blank 12 by 12, whatever you want. Just to have fun with it. Just play with it and try to, you know, you don't have to, you're not like nailed down to the suggestions, and of course you see all mine have been kind of off that, like I try to follow them as much as I can, but then when I don't have, or you don't have what they requires, or you just, you know, you go with the flow. So, for My Giant Dream, I'm going to put some paper down. I'm going to put some of this beautiful thick paper and start off with that. Because I don't know, this one's going to be a thick one maybe. But I'm just going to play some collage. And this one does have paint on it. And I don't know if I have any others that don't have paint on it up here. Could check quickly. Because I do want to use my paint sometimes. Let's see. Maybe I'll just use the other side. Since it doesn't have paint, maybe I can decorate both sides. And there goes the chihuahua. So I'm going to put some nice collage paper down. And this is just that Asian paper they put layers. I have no idea what they do with it, but it's great stuff. So it's just so pretty. It looks handmade, a lot of it, so it's just so thick and pretty, and look how it rips. I'm gonna throw that down and give it a nice little cover that feels good. And I'm using DecoArts, matte DecoArts from DecoArts, and I do like matte. Any kind of glue that I use, especially for putting layers on, I love matte, so then I can add what I need to add if I want to add. It's not too slick for my pens and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to put layers on. I like this one. Let's see what else I can find if I want to add. I'm going to add some of this on, I think. Orange is one of my favorites. Orange is one of my favorites. So orange and gold, two of my favorites actually. And I'm not sure like where I'm going with this, because I'm like I said, I got so many places I want to see, but I'm using this beautiful Asian type paper, so I don't know. I think I just want to travel the world. It would be a dream. That's what it is, my big dream. What is it? My giant dream. Well, my giant dream is to sail around, travel the world. And I think sailing around would be the way to go. And then, you know, travel by land when you're there. But I can imagine just back in the day when they all sailed around to get everywhere to explore. I was just looking at some of the information, and they're talking about when Vikings came to Canada, or to North America, I guess. Back then, that's where it was, North America. And it's pretty cool to find out that they actually reached North America. You know, they traveled that far in their boats. It's just so amazing. That amazes me. So that's what I mean. Like, there's not one place I want to go. I would love to see the history of Vikings, and I love Asian history and Mayan history. It's just, there's so many places that just inspire me. It's just lovely. So now I'm going to put some silver in. Now I'm not sure how I liked when I put glue on this other silver. Let's see. Can you see the difference? I should actually put my light on for you guys. I kind of put glue on this one, so I think I'm going to try to take it off. It's taking some of the dullness away. It's wiping some of the beautiful gold or silver leaf, so I'm going to be more careful. Actually, I might like that. I'm going to go back and forth, back and forth. But that's the thing about art. You can do whatever you want. So I kind of like the way it was wearing. Not so shiny. I don't know. I love the layers. I had so many beautiful papers from this that it's just hard to choose from. Now I'm getting less, but I want to use it all up before I go back just to get the favorites. I did swap a lot of it. And it's quite unique paper. It's not paper you see every day. So, like I said, I went to one of those little Chinese malls, Asian malls, and they had these layers that they just sell for burning or something. Insect, I don't know. It's like for prayers and all that kind of stuff. So, and they're so beautiful. Okay, now I'm wondering if I'm going to actually use this one here. I've been saving this one forever. I might just use a little strip of it because it's not a big piece. I'm gonna cut down here. I'm having fun with it, guys, as you can tell. And shh, puppies, no. I'm upstairs. Puppies are around. And cut. I think I'm gonna have to stop those puppies. If you ever need a watchdog, seriously, a small dog, if you train them right, they're a little yappy, although you guys might think mine are too yappy, but they are pretty good considering. I've been complimented on actually how good they are considering their breed. But if you want a dog that notices everything, even if it's happening across the street, you want to get a small dog because they notice everything. My Chihuahuas know when the neighbors are pulling up before they even get on the street. How? I don't know. I've had big dogs that just like, lie there and they're like, never mind. I don't know. The little dogs have some kind of ninja powers. How does this go? I don't think I know. Well, the fish looks like it's going this way. Can you see the koi? I love the koi. Ooh, I love the koi. I didn't even notice that before. So I think I'll try to put it this way. I think I cut it this way. Not that I know what it means. Not that I know, but it's so pretty. So actually, I think I'm actually going to, now that I glued it, I think I'm actually going to dry this up and add my map. And because they said to put a map in it, suggestion, and stamps, well, I'm going to do my combo map stamp. And that one is, hey girls. That one is from the world map from, dogs are distracting me. Stamp them up. So I'm going to off the couch. They keep wrestling on the couch. I just turned it on. Sorry, guys. My rules, the puppies are not allowed to wrestle on the couch. They can wrestle outside. Oh, look, there's some pink ones. I had a whole bunch of different ones. I had green ones and all those colors. But I did start to dry, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'll put one of these on here. Just like this. I think it would look cute. So I'm going to do that again, kind of thing. And figure out where I want this, because I thought that would be really cute. Right there, just like that. I actually just want to get it off that. I like my silver. So, then I'm going to put the map stamp over this. And then add a little bit more layers. And for the bullet point for me, I just want to travel and explore. So I just want to be an explorer. I know everything's probably been explored before. But I want to, let's just pretend and be an explorer. That would be great. So I'm going to try sticking to my book back. So, yeah, I'd love to just explore. I went to Mexico, and I just went to Ensenada, and it wasn't like a big city. It was an old, you know, city just in the border, like not far up Mexico. It was just like close to California. Baja. Is it called Baja California? Something like that. Anyways, so Ensenada was a city, and it was just regular people. It wasn't like fancy hotels, nothing like that. And I loved it, and that's what I want to do. I want to travel to not the fancy places where they have it for, you know, I'm sure that would be nice, but I want to travel to just the regular, like just where people are, regular people like me. That would be so nice, just to see how they truly live. Isn't that pretty? That's my back that I can play with after, and this is my front. Isn't that gorgeous? So, moving my papers, and I've been putting them in this so that I try not to damage them so much. But moving my papers, And you know what? I think I paid like a couple of dollars for these. It wasn't much. So check out your little old, not old I guess, but your little shops, your little, you know, Chinatown, Asian shops, that kind of thing. You can get some really neat papers and some really neat cloth pieces for your mixed media and stuff too. So I got my archival ink out and I'm going to stamp this. Now this particular stamp, like I was saying, it was from Stamp 'em Up. And it's like, there's Africa here and there's, so like it's just the Eastern Hemisphere, which is really cool. Oops, which is really cool. So just looking and looking, seeing what the names here. They might even have like Arabian Desert. They don't have quite the modern names I'm thinking here. It's more of an old style map, which is really cool. So maybe I'll just kind of put it down like that. There's so many places to visit that I can't choose one. How many are you like that? I mean, maybe there's one special place that you saw somewhere or you heard about or your family's from, but for me, I think I have a bit of a gypsy. I just want to travel everywhere. Give me a, you know, give me a way to do that and just travel around and check it all out. That would be my dream. And why not have a dream? So there we go. That's that. I think I'm going to try to see if I can wipe some of this away. Right here, it's archival, so I'm not sure how else it's going to work. And it is permanent. I'm going to try to... I'm not keen, but I'm sure I can work with it. I can always work with everything. I'm not keen on it being... Oh, right here. If I had my alcohol spray, it might come off. Usually if I get something really quick, because it's been on the glue. And I'm just kind of rubbing some of that glue off now, probably. So I'm going to try to be careful. I just kind of not liking the very dark black on that piece. I could do whatever. I could do another layer of it if I want, but I think it'll be okay. Just get it to where I want it. So I stick my, and who knows, I might even cover it up, and I'm just being so silly about trying to get it off maybe, but whatever. But I got some of it off. I just kind of didn't like it so stark black right there. But there's my map. How am I going to do a... Oops, that's not where that goes. A bullet thing? I'm not sure. I might not even... I just might just put travel the world. And I somehow made it so I can't close this. There we go. That's that. Let's see. I kind of like this in the corner here. So I'm just kind of playing with it. I don't know where my little scissors are. So I guess one of the first places that I've always wanted to travel is in Asian, different Asian, and Mongolia. Very fascinated with the Mongolian people. I think you guys have probably heard that from me before. And different Asian cultures. So there we go. Something growing up, I watched a lot of karate movies, and that was probably my inspiration to want to go somewhere Asian, I'd have to say. My dad watched a lot of Bruce Lee and a lot of Asian movies where there's actors that are not, they're dubbed, right? The speaking English is dubbed. There we go. See, I might just cover that up right there. Being so silly. I have no idea what it means, so I'm sure it's good because it's all like for their little prayers and wishes and that kind of thing. I am going to cover it up because I really don't like that black right on that particular yellow. There we go. I'm going to dry this page. Well, this seems to be it. Now I'm kind of looking at, and I found that I was just looking up and I saw these ATCs, and I have a few extra. And this is my city scene, cityscape ATC, and I thought that would be really cute on here. See, sometimes we just don't know what layers we're going to do. So, you know what? I'm going to put my ATC on there. I have a couple extra still to swap. And you could always just put art together like that. It wasn't meant to be, but it could be now. I got the nice colors. And I'm going to use some watercolor. I got my blues. Do I have purple? No, but I'm going to get some red in here, and I'll just get a couple of blues. And I'm just going to go around a little bit and darken my edges. Let's see if I can do here first a bit. I was going to go back around the edges and not sure what, you know, I wasn't sure with this one. But then I saw I have my cityscape with my night scenery, and I could just throw them together. And I've got some red here to make purple. So let's get a wet brush here and get some of that mixed up. Now I'm just using these, and you can use anything. I'm using these watercolor crayons. You can use just Poscas or whatever on your edges, but this makes a nice light. I know it's far away. Nice light when you wet it. Kind of smears it to where you want, and I like it. I like the look. Getting that watermarks there. So now I kind of blended in that blue here. I was going to go around, but I'm not sure yet. I think I'll just do black on that one just to be different. So you can just go kind of wild with it. Wild. So I'm just kind of pulling some color through. Let's see what it does with the black and how it looks. I could use ink. I did use ink on the card to blacken my edges. See, first we'll try a little lighter wash of it. And look, Froggy came up there for a second. There's no limits. You can mix stuff up. You can smush another piece into another piece. There is no rules in mixed media. That's the fun part of mixed media. Oh, look at that. I'm loving it. See, I'm still got so many layers that the glue is still like clinging. It doesn't want to dry. It's not clinging. What's that word? It's just moist. Loving it. So I'm going to dry that up. Isn't that different? Unexpected, eh, guys? You didn't expect me to throw in something else I made in there. There's no rules. So if you want to make something for your My Giant Life, and you want to throw in another piece from another project because it suits it, go ahead. Love it. I'm going to dry that up. See if I want to make it run a bit. I'm liking how chunky black it is, but not so harsh. But it is pretty harsh. I don't know. I love it. Something about it. Something about it's turning my crank today. Okay. I'm going to dry this. So, I'm getting my glue stick. And I'm going to flip my card. Got my little stick on there. But it's okay. It's gone. And I got my little jewels on there too. So, my little star jewels. Oh, it's sparking. Oh. I am crafting up here now for some of the time, most of the time. Because, like I said, I want to be near the kids and that kind of thing. But, you know, you're going to hear dogs. You're going to hear the bird every once in a while. I'll try to control them as much. But, you know, critters can't be controlled so much. I know I totally hid that nice, beautiful paper. But I think it's so cute. It's kind of almost mappy or something. I don't know how to explain it. There's something really neat about it that I like. Different. So I think I'm going to grab my sponge here and do a light dark edges, but I'm going to try to keep it right on the edge. A light dark edges. Did I say that? Really? I mean, I'm going to lightly go along the edges and try not to smear it. Like sometimes I'm just so not careful and I'm smearing in the front of it. But I want to keep the nice navy bluish here to go with my skyline. And so I don't want to get the black on the front so much. I love that blue. But I want to get the edge of the card where it's white. See, I don't know if you can see the edge. It's so thin. But I want to get where it's kind of white on the edge. And make that nice and just finished, really. And that's it. Get my layers that I've cut. See, I don't know if you can see that one. It's little white. No, it's not. Now it's finished and it's crisp. And it looks like a little travel postcard. It really does. So cute. You could do whatever you want. You can use these suggestions on the My Giant Life and just build and use them as inspiration and go for it. So I hope you guys like this one. I know I'm supposed to write in a bullet form where. I'm going to leave it like this. I just might find a stamp or something that says travel. I don't know if I have one. I don't think so. But you never know. It's so hard to know. Let's see. You can even put like a saying on here. It's better to take a risk than miss the moment of magic. That would be a really good travel one, I think. I don't have very many sentiments. Let's see. It says, enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they are the big things. That might be cute, but I really like that it's better to take a risk. I might have to actually stick that on there. Let's see. I have no idea how long this is taking, guys. I might have to put that on there. I got my clear block here. I'm kind of prepared for stamping. I have my clear block here, and I need to get a piece of paper. I'm not going to do it on this busy background, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something here. See what it looks like. Grab my archival ink. I keep moving it and piling things on top of it. And this is just testing around, playing around, play with different layers, play with different papers. But since I have some of this in the background, and I'm getting ink everywhere, am I? Since I have this in the background, I might just play with it right here. We'll see. It's not going to hurt anything to try it out. There it is. Oops. Can you see? Oops. Loving it. Loving it. So what I'm going to do is put this to the side in case I have to redo it because I'm not happy after I play with it. I'm going to cut it down. Cut it down. See, sometimes you just go crazy with it and you're like, oh, I don't like it anymore. That's what I'm trying to... Oops. See, there I go. Oops again. Where am I getting that? Oops. Chloe. She always says, oops. So what I want to do is I want to stick, I think, a piece of card to make it pop. So I'm going to look at that because I don't know if I want to put it right on there. I could, but I think I want to pop it up. So I'm just going to take a risk here of not liking it. Since I am like making a video here, and I could stop the video every 5 minutes and make an hour decision, or I could just go for it. And that's the difference. It's probably one of the reasons why you guys are wondering, like, I'm just going for it. Well, it's not fun to stop the video every 2 minutes and think about something too hard. It's exhausting. So what really is fun is just going for it and checking it out, you know what I mean? Just seeing how it's happy trials. Just trying out things. When I cut it, I could cut it with my straight edge, but my straight cutter, whatever this paper cutter thing that you use. This thing. Like I said, I could. So something like that. I think I'm going to do that, guys. I'm just not liking how thick I have it. Just not particularly. I really want my good scissors. These scissors are not. I think I'm wobbling. I'm wibbling and wobbling. Although, I know I didn't cut the paper straight. There we go. It's a little thinner. Now I think I'm going to just go a little bit on my card. I could go right here. It's just too square. It's a very square card. Lots of edges, but I like that. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think it's great. And so you don't have to do your bullet. You can, it's suggested. But if you just have something great about traveling, and because I have so many places, this thing would be full of beautiful places I want to go see. Now I have a beautiful. I'm wiping on the gold a little bit, but you can't. Yeah, okay. Gotta not wipe away the sediment. There it is. And now I think I'm done. So that is it, my friends. I did try to restamp the sediment but it made it a little blurry, but it's good. The clear one's a little easier to try to get in there, but hey, it looks better. It looks not too bad on the video. But that's it. So I hope you like this card for my giant. This is the one I did for Annalise for my giant dream. And yeah, don't forget to craft like a duck. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you really like it. It was fun. Fun. And like I said, no mistakes. Just go for use what you can out of the suggestions and go for it. And don't sweat the small stuff. So if you don't have pictures and things you cut out, look at, I just used my this is basically a collage right here. Like besides the paper collages, they're saying use magazine cutouts. Well, there's a city scene I made past, so I'm collaging other aspects or other pieces on. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.